Hey everybody, oh my goodness, we have got a massive unboxing for you today. And if this is your first time here and you want to see gear guides, gameplay, and all sorts of other cool airsoft stuff, jump on the journey by subscribing and hitting that bell so you don't miss anything. Because we're about to unbox all of this stuff. $1,500 worth of airsoft gear. And you don't want to miss any of it, so stay tuned. All right guys, we're gonna dig into all of this stuff, but first things first, we need to make this table a little bit more manageable. Now you guys wanna see the big stuff, and we'll get there. We're gonna take this stuff off the table. Ooh, this is a double box, it's heavy. And we'll jump into the small boxes. All right, first things first, we've got a box from Amazon. And you guys know, if you've watched my earlier unboxings, you guys know I really like Amazon. I don't find anything wrong with ordering stuff from Amazon as long as you know exactly what you're getting. You're not taking a chance on anything. You know it's a good name brand. This is a GoPro head strap and quick clip. This costs $16, and I got this to have a little bit more versatility in how I film. We'll go ahead and open up this one because it actually is open. I opened this one earlier today because I may actually use it for gameplay tomorrow. This is actually a certified refurb GoPro Hero session. It's $100. Decided to take a chance on the refurb. We'll see how it goes. These screen protectors are an absolute must-have if you're filming gameplay. These screen protectors go for $7, and you get 3 of them in a pack, and it's absolutely worth it. And the reason why we had to replace this camera is because, you know, things like this happen. The back of this GoPro is so shot up and dented. You can see how many times that this has been just dented to pieces. The charging light is just simply gone. The mode button is simply gone. So, you know, this still works. It still works fine. But as a selfie cam, had to be replaced. And of course, with every order that you make, you have to increase your morale patch collection. It's just an absolute requirement. You gotta have your pieces of flair because you want to express yourself.
You do want to express yourself, don't you?
And our piece of flair for this order is the Screw It morale patch. All right, next up, shockingly, another box from Amazon. And this is a Higoo, no, I'm gonna get this wrong. This is a Higoo 14 slot extended Picatinny riser rail mount. And this one goes for 13 bucks. And obviously this is if you've got a gun that's got limited Picatinny rail space on it and you wanna add some additional accessories. And then of course we have the Wosports 650 yard rangefinder. Nice little carrying case. And we bought this guy because we're a little bit limited in the length of shooting and accuracy tests we can do in the backyard here at our house. But our local field has got some really great targets on the opposite side of their lake, but I need to know how far away they are in order to know, you know, what I'm shooting at. We're gonna range those targets, and we're probably gonna start using these to show, you know, how far our guns can shoot and use that in our footage for reviews, and this is gonna come in handy for that. All right guys, last small box, and it is again from Amazon. I think this is going to be our Dagger Defense red and green dot sight. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Dagger Defense. This is Dagger Defense's quick detach micro red dot sight, and it goes for just $35. But as you can see, it's a pretty super sexy little sight. We're moving on to the big guys. And guys, of course, any of these things that we open, you're seeing a roadmap for a lot of the future content for the channel. And depending on when you're watching this, we'll definitely have cards up in the corner to the full review and gameplay with these items as they're made available. But let's see what the heck we got here. All right, what we have here is the AKWOX M14 SOCOM 16 in black. Oh, that's a sweet looking gun. The SOCOM 16 is the shorter, more compact CQB version of the M14. Wow, that sucker is really heavy. And this is a gun that replaced the M1 Garand as standard military issue. I think back in, God, I don't even know. I'll have to look up those dates to do the full review. But this gun was standard military issue in between the M1 Garand and then the M16. So it had a pretty long life. It was the last gun that shoots actual rifle rounds, 7.62s. You can definitely see it's got a lot of the old M1 Grand style styling on it. This part of the receivers looks completely the same. Safety is the same. Charging handle is the same. Looks really cool. You know, here's a perfect example. This is one of those guns that we'll probably use this riser extension on. So we'll put that riser extension on there, and that'll enable us to mount the scope a little further back on the gun towards your eye, and enable us to mount a camera forward as well. Now, it's not required on this gun. There's a hole right here where you actually can buy an additional attachment that's specifically made for the M1 Grand and the M14 that will put a rail mount right here, right at that traditional distance from your eye. So we're going to use this riser extension because we can use it for a lot of other things as well. The M14 magazine. Oh, actually, it's got 2 M14 magazines. So that's pretty cool. And I'm actually looking forward to getting this out on the field and playing with it. You guys know I'm an older player, and a lot of the guns that I like to get my hands on and play with are things from nostalgia, whether it be movies or video games or whatever it may be. And this gun, if there's any Division fans out there, I'm talking about Division 1, Day 1 players out there. This is so reminiscent to me of the first wave M1A. And I'm talking about before you could re-roll talents and statistics, and everybody wanted that first wave M1A with that broken accuracy talent. You know what I'm talking about. And if your prayers to the RNG gods were not answered with that first wave M1A, that SOCOM 16 was a close second. All right, moving right along. I think we failed to mention also the M14 was provided to us by AKWOX Airsoft, as is this box. So we'll see what we got here. I have a feeling I know which one of this is, but let's see. Oh, yep. So it looks like we've got quite a bit in here. So this will probably going to be our starter kit. So we have Elite Force Charger, Elite Force batteries, ASG Strike Systems mesh mask, ASG Strike Systems tactical goggles. Get out! Echo 1 padding carrying case. 2700.25 gram BBs, Classic Army M4 Skirmish Series ML10. So this all together is, this is provided by AKWOX Airsoft. And this is actually something that we asked them to send to us to review. And I actually wanted to review this starter kit because I thought it was a really good value. So you get all of this in the starter kit for $250. And we will do a full in-depth review on all this stuff. We just want to have a look real quick at the gun. Classic Army M4 ML10. It's part of the Skirmish series. ML10 means 10-inch M-LOK rail system. It's pretty lightweight. It's all polymer. This is a $185 Classic Army M4 Skirmish series AEG. I think all this stuff together, if you were to buy it individually, would cost you about 60 or 70 bucks more. But if you buy it all as a starter kit, you get it all together for a significant savings. All right, let's move right along. All right, let's dig into this double box and see what we've got here. All right, there we go. Do the bottom one first. And what we got? Aha! H&K G36C competition series, 160 bucks. There we go. It's kind of just a basic grade polymer. It got the folding buttstock. It's got the H&K stamp, Urmax warning text, licensed by H&K. The dust cover for the bolts is plastic. It does come back to show the rotary style hop-up. Comes with a high capacity G36C winding magazine. Now the G36C battery compartments are actually up front. If I take this gray pin out, yep, so that's going to give us our battery compartment right there and our small Tamiya adapter. So the battery goes right in there and then run it back in there. All right, there we go. That is the G36C competition series by Elite Force and Umarex, licensed by H&K. Next, what the heck? Deja vu? No, it's not deja vu. Yes, this is another Elite Force Umarex HK licensed gun. And it is the G36C Elite series for $245. Now this is the premium version of the G36C. And already you can tell just by looking at the magazine, this is a much higher grade polymer. It has the same dimples so that you can put these magazines together. And just out of curiosity, I'm gonna see if the competition series and elite series magazines will clip together. Looks like they will, and indeed they do. Interestingly enough, there's no battery or battery charger in here. I guess that's kind of like staying at hotels. The more you pay, the less you get. All right, so this is the G36C Elite series. And I don't know if you can tell it just by looking at it. It is such higher quality polymer, already you can tell. And this particular gun is electronic blowback. So every time you fire, this bolt is gonna blow back. The magazine does take a pop. It is ambidextrous for the fire control. It is ambidextrous for the magazine release because it's right behind the magazine. It's got a pretty nice looking Picatinny rail on it. Of course, both guns have the folding buttstock that has the catch on the side, and the battery goes in the front, just like the last one. Now looking at these two side by side, you can definitely see some immediate differences. There's a nice textured rubber pad on the back of the buttstock on the Elite series. Clearly it's made of a much higher grade polymer, and the Elite series has electronic blowback. So the externals are clearly very different. I imagine so are the internals, and when we go into our in-depth reviews of both these guys, we'll dig down into it. The most obvious one is that the Elite series has a MOSFET. So yeah, I'm really excited about getting some gameplay on this guy so we can include that with our in-depth review. You know, then we'll probably put these two guys head to head. We'll do some accuracy and distance tests between the competition series and the Elite series G36C. All right, let's move on to the very last box. Now, if you guys have watched our video looking at the Crytek Trident Mark II CRB, you know I hinted to you guys that you might be seeing a review of the Avalon coming down the pipeline pretty soon. And so here it is. I don't like the fact that it looks like it's got a little bit of damage to the box. Actually, it looks like it's got a lot of damage to the box. All right. First things first, looks like it's okay. There's no barrel rod, there's no rail attachments. Let's see what's in here. All right, the owner's manual is inside of this extra box, and there's our magazine. It does look like a nice textured QRS magazine. I really like the bronze coloring on it. It is full metal, of course. Definitely has a different feel than the Trident Mark II. Nice crisp clicks into the different firing modes. It's kind of an interesting molded finger rest there. Ambidextrous magazine release. Single side charging handle. The bolt does lock back to reveal the rotary hop up. Bolt catch release does work. It really takes some pressure to push it back in there. I don't know, my first impressions are it's just not got a flawless, fluid feeling to all the parts. And obviously we'll dig into it in full depth review. I don't like how hard you've got to push that. I do like the textured grip, and this is the Avalon Sabre version, so it has the longer barrel on it. I like the long M-LOK rail system on this gun. I'm really digging the lightning bolt shaped trigger cutout. It's pretty cool. This buttstock's pretty cool. Instead of the traditional pinch clamp to move the retractable crane stock from position to position, it's got kind of a trigger. So you just pull the trigger to move the stock in and out, which is pretty cool. I like that. All right, guys, so I know this one went a little bit long, but we had a ton of stuff to cover. And it's giving you a little bit of a glimpse into what's coming down the pipeline for content on the channel, because you can be guaranteed we're gonna do in-depth reviews of all of those guns, and we're gonna definitely take several of them out to the field to play with. We're gonna play with that SOCOM 16, probably gonna get some gameplay on that Elite Series G36C, and definitely gonna be seeing this guy out on the field. Elite Force VFC Avalon Sabre Carbine. And you know what else is probably coming down the pipeline with this guy. That's right, we're gonna put this guy head to head with that Crytek Trident Mark II, and we're gonna see which one is truly the best out of the box. And guys, if you like the content and wanna help the channel out, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff, because it really does help us get out in front of more people. And if you haven't joined us on our airsoft journey yet, come on guys, why not? It's absolutely free. Hit that subscription button, hammer that bell notification so that you don't miss a single video that hits every Tuesday with bonus videos on Fridays. Until then, we'll see you next time.